News Channel 5 on your side presents Kaleidoscope, focusing on people who make a difference in Northeast Ohio communities.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good to have you with us today. You know, the Diversity Center of Northeast Ohio is gearing up for its 2017 LEAD Diversity Program. Its president and CEO, Peggy Zone Fisher, is here with the 2016 LEAD Diversity graduate, Vincent Briley. They're going to talk about the program and who can apply and why it's important to participate. Then motivational speaker and author and life coach Dolores Presley will tell us about a summit for speaker entrepreneurs later on the program. We'll hear from the executive producer of Moxnix live game show. Marcia Davenport is her name. Good afternoon again. I'm Leon Bibb. This is Kaleidoscope, and so we begin. Beginning with one of our regulars here, Peggy Zone Fisher, President, CEO of the Diversity Center of Northeast Ohio, and you brought along Vincent Briley, who is a graduate of their LEAD Diversity program. Good to have you both with us.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for having us.
Thumbnail sketch.
Yes.
What is the Diversity Center of Northeast Ohio?
Well, the Diversity Center has been around since 1927, began as the National Conference of Christians and Jews. We work in about 9 counties in Northeast Ohio doing diversity training. We work with adults, most major corporations. We do cultural competency training for healthcare professionals. We also work in our premier programs, besides the LEAD Diversity program that Vincent's a graduate of. We work in schools in 9 counties. We work with over 10,000 students, looking at everything through a diversity lens, doing training in their schools, doing overnight camps, conferences, retreats. It's important work, in particular today.
And LEAD Diversity is one of those key programs.
LEAD Diversity.
Teaching people to be leaders or helping them find that leadership skill in them.
And the format for LEAD Diversity, it's sort of like a similar, if you're familiar with like a Leadership Cleveland format. You apply in the summer, and the first class begins. It's a selection process. We have 35 class members, and the selection process is happening now. First class is September 20th. You spend a day a month with us, and we go all over the community. You graduate in June, and it's a powerful. We make sure that the class is diverse in every way. Ethnicity, race, religion, age, everything. And Vincent is...
Let's bring Vincent in. He's a 2016 graduate. What did you learn in this LEAD Diversity?
Well, the biggest part is for people to understand how intentional diversity has been in Cleveland. And I'm new to this area, and to see all the various programs, initiatives, again, LEAD Diversity and the Diversity Center's role in the gay games, you know, working with law enforcement and other individuals around how to receive new people to our community, or people who are coming to Cleveland for the first time, like myself. Also understanding the variety of roles. And so not everyone's in education or in the private or public sector, but we come from very different positions, and we have to, you know, engage our intentional and institutional equity and diversity issues from a personal basis. So I took that away as well.
This helps gear you up for the rest of your life as being a leader in the community.
Yes.
And that's what you're trying to do.
Absolutely. And what's so wonderful is, you know, individuals in this class are from all different companies, all different walks of life, and they built a cohort. This year will be our 16th year. We have over 500 alumni that they can pick up the phone. What are your best practices in your company? How are you doing it? So it's a constant, wonderful networking, and it also helps to create a culture within their own companies.
And we'll get a shot of this because I love the photographs on the bottom of this. But I'm looking at your brochure here, and every month you're somewhere. And you're learning another aspect about the greater Cleveland area. You have found that to be beneficial to you, haven't you, Vincent?
Oh, absolutely. Again, things like immigration in Cleveland, and you know, we talked about the great migration of African Americans coming from the South, and the Germans coming to Cleveland. So again, these intentional efforts and how people had to work together, right, to be successful and to maintain that level of diversity here in Cleveland.
Why do you think that's important for us to realize that we are one people?
Well, because that message is not said enough. Again, even hosting the RNC here, as if there's people have this like there's this dichotomy of us against them. No, it's just us. It's always us.
Yeah.
And so how we support each other, how we help each other, what we have to do to learn from each other in order to benefit our lives, our families, no matter where we work, worship, or recreate, that we have a good time together because of our diversity that we bring to the table.
How can people get in line now to enroll, and what's it take to get in your diversity?
There's an excuse me. There's an application process, and you can get the application on our website, which is www.diversitycenterneo.org. Fill it out. Submit it immediately, because the first class is September 20th, so we're really coming up against the deadlines. And if you are working in a company or corporation, you will need a letter of support from your employer saying you can take this time, because it is a day a month, and it's a very easy application. And we just welcome, we want the class to be so rich and diverse.
Yeah, we've got that website on the screen right there. You might want to write that down, Diversity Center, NEO. Northeast Ohio.
Northeast Ohio.
DiversityCenterNEO.org, and you can get more information on everything.
Yes.
This has helped you immensely?
Yes, it has.
What are you doing right now?
I currently work at Cuyahoga Community College at the Metropolitan Campus, and so looking at a place that has this incredible socioeconomic diversity, racial diversity, having people who are first-generation college students, and also dealing with some folks who may not get a full view of Cleveland on a regular basis.
Yeah.
And so to be a guide for some people, to say, look, I can go here with you. I went to the New Battery Park. I've been out to the Gordon Arts District. Let me tell you what I've seen out there. Or I've had a chance to see Cleveland from Akron.
Right.
Right. And vice versa.
It's all good. In our final 10 seconds, this draws us together, because, as he said, he said it's just us. It's really only us. It's always us.
Exactly. It's totally. And for me, it is, in my 10 years with this program and working, it has been an honor for me to see what the impact of this program has done within companies and within schools. It's phenomenal.
We wish you well. Many thanks. Peggy Zone Fisher, President and CEO of the Diversity Center of Northeast Ohio, and Vincent Briley, who's a 2016 graduate of Lead Diversity. Thank you for both for being on the broadcast.
Thank you.
It's always us. I like that.
I like that.
We'll take a break. I'll be right back in just a moment. This is Kaleidoscope. You're in touch with Kaleidoscope. I'm Leon Bibb. I'm always glad to have you with me. Thank you for supporting us all these years. I think we've been on the air for 16 years with this show. It's a good show, too. Well, if you're pursuing a career as a professional speaker, you may want to attend Launch Live Speaker Success Summit in mid-September. Motivational speaker and author and life coach Dolores Presley is hosting this event, and she's here today to explain how this summit can benefit speakers and entrepreneurs and help you grow your business, perhaps. Always good to see you, Dolores.
Oh, I'm delighted to be here, and thanks for having me.
One of our regulars, one of our favorite people on this broadcast.
Thank you.
You always come with such a positive attitude. You Launch Live Speaker Success Summit. Now, you're a motivational speaker. You do all of that. What's happening at Launch Live Speaker Success Summit?
Well, Leon, as I've traveled, people are always saying, I want to do what you do, and we want to get you on our tour, too. But anyway.
I do. I want to join you, too.
Okay, all right. Okay. But they're always asking me, how do I get to do what you do? So I decided that I would share everything I know, and I'd bring in all my speaker friends and colleagues who know the business and teach people the business of speaking, because you can make a lucrative living off of speaking.
You can do okay with that. Well, we'll keep that in mind. But I know, but a lot of people are very shy about speaking. I mean, they would rather die than get up and give a speech. And they said that's the #1 fear in people.
It is. Glossophobia is the technical name for fear of speaking in public. And you know what, Leon? We all speak in public. If you speak in front of someone, you are a public speaker. So let go of all those fears. Another way you can let go of the fears is just say, I'm the person who has the knowledge. And ask yourself, what could be the worst thing that could happen if you're speaking and something bad happens?
What's going to happen at this Live Speaker Success Summit is scheduled for Friday and Saturday, September 23rd and 24th. at the Metropolitan at the 9 in Cleveland.
Yes.
New hotel downtown
Yes.
Cleveland. What's going to happen there?
Well, we're going to start on the first day with people who want to work one-on-one with me, so VIPs. So we're going to have a great dinner and a session with the VIPs. And then on Saturday, all day, we're going to teach people. One person there is going to teach people how to start their book in 31 days, how you can get it. You're going to have your book almost written in 31 days. I know it's hard to believe, but it can happen. We're going to have people who teach market domination. If you want to know the market, if you want to be a speaker that gets booked all of the time, Lethea Owens from St. Louis, she's coming in. And we have people from the UK, Carmelita Nuttall, she's going to teach about how to make 7 figures. And so the whole day is about, and there's 2 days, it's about learning the business of speaking. So it's for coaches, it's for authors, not just speakers, and beginning people can come as well.
And I can put this on the screen here.
Yes.
On the tele, and you got a phone number written down there too in my hand. That's okay to show that too, right?
That's fine.
Okay, cool. Well, we're giving that. That might be a photograph to pick up your dry cleaning or whatever. But we get a shot. But tell me why this is so vital to do that. And that's the phone number you can call. We got that on the screen as well. Why is this so vital to do this?
It's vital because there's so many people who have a story that needs to be told, that they need to share with other people. They need to use the power of their voice to make a difference in this world. And that's what this is all about. Your stories, share your stories. Tell people and help them from what you've learned and things that you've gone through in your life that helps other people.
Now, there's a business aspect to this. This can grow somebody's business because you're kind of linking this to entrepreneurship, right?
Yes.
Tell me the link.
Speaking can help you grow any business. So if you don't have your elevator speech, if you own a popcorn store, you should be able to tell people what the popcorn store can do for them, because everyone wants to know what's in it for me. They listen to that radio station, WII-FM, what's in it for me. So can you articulate that properly? And that help you grow your business.
So how do people get in line? Now, this is going to be, once again, at the Metropolitan at the 9. Now, that's on Prospect Avenue at Huron.
It's a fancy place.
Yeah,
it's a fun place.
Yeah, right on East 9th Street.
Yes.
Right on East 9th Street near Prospect in downtown Cleveland. Yes. Friday and Saturday, September 23rd and 24th. And how do people get in line so they can come?
Go to the website, launchlivesummit.com. launchlivesummit.com and register. And if they send me an email at DP, my name, initials, DP@DoloresPresley.com, I'll give them a special discount. Just they all they have to do is say they know Leon Bibb.
You know, I know Leon. Well, I know Leon, and that'll get me in. He's a pretty good guy, they tell me. So they say. You've been doing this for years. You have found success in this. What was the key to your finding success in what you do?
I love being a speaker. I am really a teacher. So my background, I was an elementary school teacher, and I've always taught. And so now this gives me an opportunity to teach on larger scale. Just like the classroom, I was an elementary school teacher, but now I've found the success. And the key is, do you have a particular area? Are you an expert? You can't just be motivational speaker anymore like the Les Brown. Of course, he was able to do that, but now you have to have an area of expertise. Mine is confidence, personal power, and so when someone wants to know about confidence, when a company wants their employee to be more confident, to take more risk, to be bold, then they call Dolores Presley. So get your area of expertise that will help you grow your business.
Once again, the Launch Live Speaker Success Summit is going to be Friday and Saturday, September 23rd through 24th at the Metropolitan at the 9 in Cleveland. That's on East 9th Street. LaunchLiveSummit.com. More information, or you can phone 877-550-1751. What's the cost to do this, by the way?
It's going to be $3.99, but if they contact me, it will only be $2.99.
$2.99, but you get so much for that.
It's going to be life-changing. It will cut your learning curve more than half.
Okay. Many thanks, Dolores Presley. I'll see you there.
Okay, Leon, I'm going to hold you to it.
We'll talk right after the show.
Right.
Okay. I'm going to take a break. This is Kaleidoscope. I'm Leon Bibb. We'll be right back in just a moment. We're going to talk about a brand new game show in Cleveland. Maybe you can win some money after we do this first. Welcome back to Kaleidoscope. Let's talk a little bit about a new game show. Moxnix Live, a game show, is bringing fun and entertainment to families. Its executive producer, Marcia Davenport, is here to tell us how Moxnix works and how it can help families create fun and lasting memories as well. Good to see you, Mon Chéri.
Yeah.
I like that, Mon Chéri, which means my dear, my
Yes.
darling in French.
Absolutely.
Mon Chéri Davenport. Good to have you with us, Mon Chéri.
Thank you.
You've developed a game show. Tell me the genesis, how this began, how you got into developing a game show.
Well, I was interested in creating family entertainment here in Cleveland, Ohio, because when I'm traveling to, like, you know, the major places like Orlando and Las Vegas, there's plethora of entertainment things to do with your children, and we all can go and enjoy. But in Cleveland, we don't have as many as you know, family entertainment, and so I was like, well, I want to create and add to that. Yeah.
And you call it Moxnix.
I do.
Which is German for?
It makes no difference.
It makes no difference. Why did you choose that? It makes no difference.
I grew up with that saying as a child. And when I was creating it, I was thinking about diversity and variety game show. Yeah. Yeah, and so that was a term I was using in my childhood. When my mom, she would ask me, like, Mon Chéri, give me something to drink. Yeah. And I would say, what would you like? And she would say, Moxnix.
Moxnix.
Yeah.
It makes no difference.
It makes no difference. And so that's how that was related.
So where's the game show at now?
The game show is done live at Cleveland State University. Our next show is in November 19th. So you'll be able to see that show live there.
And people can win some prizes there.
Yeah, cash and prizes.
Cash and prizes.
Yes,
well, you'll have somebody say, Johnny, tell her how much she's won. She's won $25,000. That kind of thing.
Absolutely.
Maybe not that much money, but it's that the concept is there.
Yeah, the concept is there. You compete and you can win big. Yes.
Well, tell me, how do people get involved in this now? You said you told me before we started taping today that the show is free and open to the public. Right?
Well, you do have to pay a small entry fee because you're
to get into the
game show. Right.
To get into the game show.
Yes.
What's that cost now?
It's $10.
Well, that's not bad at all.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Now, when you get in there, can you play when you get in, or are you a spectator?
Right. Right. When you get in there, you can be you put your name in, so you can be chosen randomly as a contestant.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And so each segment, there's 3 contestants. And they're going to compete in sorting competitions. And the fastest of each segment qualified to win prizes at the grand finale treasure chase.
Yeah, is it a Q&A, a question and answer, or how do you determine who wins?
Well, they're all going to be sorting competitions. So you're going to be sorting colors, or sorting in chronological order, or sorting, you know, whatever we tell them, the different segments. So our competitions are sorting competitions.
Kind of a do thing. Some things you've got to do.
Physical competitions.
You brought something with you. Let's chat a little bit about this, how this plays a part in this now.
Right, and so I also created playing cards for my game. And so you can take the Moxnix live game show home. Yeah. And these cards here, they're regular playing cards. However, they're also sorting playing cards. You sort the colors and the suits in order, and the fastest sort you win. You can play those at home, as well as play any card game you love.
This is all family, good family entertainment.
It's all good family.
The kids love this kind of thing.
Oh, absolutely. I grew up playing cards, so that's a main thing for me.
November the 19th at Cleveland State University, starts at 5 o'clock. You're having it at the Student Center Ballroom.
Correct.
Now, can people find more information about what you're doing in the game by going to your website?
Absolutely. You can always go to www.mnlgame.com and find all the updates and what's happening with our game show.
Yeah, we've got that on the bottom of the screen here.
Awesome.
Can we put your phone number on the screen? Well, we've already put your phone number on the screen. I guess we can. 330-592-2983. People can get more information on what we're talking about. What do you want people to walk away with who participate in this game show on November the 19th at Cleveland State University, starting at 5 o'clock at the Student Center Ballroom? What do you want them to walk away with?
I want them to walk away with the pleasure of being excited, be able to win prizes, as well as being fully entertained. You know, have some laughter so you can de-stress and enjoy and get ready for the next show.
Yeah. You grew up watching game shows.
I did.
Was one of your inspirations to get you into this?
That is one of my inspirations, because, you know, game shows in particular is one of those shows that the whole family can sit down and watch together.
And you can wherever you sit down in that game show, you can pick up, like if you're watching Wheel of Fortune or Jeopardy or anything like that, or Price is Right, any of them. You can, wherever you are in the show, you can just say, oh, I know the answer to that.
Right.
And you can just sit down
and still enjoy.
And that's all part of it, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. Once again, it's going to be November the 19th. What day of the week is that, by the way?
Saturday.
That's a Saturday, November the 19th at 5 o'clock at Cleveland State University, downtown Cleveland. It's open to the public, but it's a $10 to get in.
Yes.
And once you get in, then you can be chosen to go up on stage and win some cash and prizes. And it's going to be at the center, the Student Center Ballroom. Well, many thanks. Cherie Davenport, executive producer of Moxnix Live Game Show. Many thanks for being on the broadcast.
Thank you so much.
Okay, it is my pleasure. Sounds real fun, like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I bet it is. Okay, I'll take a break. I'll be right back with the Urban League's Marcia Maccabee after these words, especially for you. Morning Exchange. That means Marcia Maccabee of the Urban League joins us here on the Kaleidoscope set. How are you doing, Marcia?
I'm good, Leon. How are you doing?
We're just fine.
Good.
Yeah, what's going on?
Well, I'll tell you, what's fresh on my mind today is I've just been engaged in some conversations around workforce within this area. And, you know, there's a lot of things going on in the workforce arena. There's talk about the $15 minimum wage, and I mean, just a lot of different things. But one of the things that I'm really focused on right now is that we really have to look broadly at talent development. Really, there's a pipeline that needs to be developed in this area of talent, because what we've got is a mismatch of all of these jobs that are available in this area, and we've got many people who are unemployed. And we've got to create a viable talent pipeline that brings those two entities together.
There are jobs out there.
There are jobs.
But you need qualifications for those jobs.
Absolutely. And many of them are way above minimum level wage.
Certainly.
And are certainly living wage jobs. And if we're going to change the trajectory of poverty in our communities, we need to really focus on that pipeline.
What's the first thing we have to do in our final 50 seconds here, 50 seconds?
I think the quickest thing, first thing we need to do is raise the awareness and educate our public about what the jobs are that are available today, because they're not the factory jobs, the steel mill jobs that were available that people could come out of high school and go right into when you and I graduated.
There are plenty of jobs in the medical industry.
Absolutely.
And this is a center for medicine.
That's
Cleveland
right.
Clinic, University Hospitals, Metro Health Medical Center. This
That's
is
exactly
a center
right.
for that.
Right.
And if you're qualified, you can get a gig. You
That's
can get a
exactly
job.
right. And a good gig.
And a good gig.
A good gig.
Yeah, we're all
right.
looking for a gig.
Yeah.
Well, the time on this gig is just about to end. We're around down to our final 5 seconds. For Marcia Maccabee, I'm Leon Bibb. This is Kaleidoscope. Be well.
This has been a presentation of News Channel 5's Kaleidoscope, a weekly public affairs program brought to you in partnership with the Urban League of Greater Cleveland.